Good morning, friends. Here we are in year 3 of authenticity, and I got 2 things on my mind today. Um, the first thing is, when I was in my 20s, I decided I needed to experience the world in a different way. So I went and threw all my stuff in a U-Haul and moved to Asheville, North Carolina. Oh my God, I would go back anytime. No planning. I did no planning. I just put my stuff in a truck and I went. But one of the things while I was there was like, wow, I really like that yellow Jeep that's for sale down the road. I want a yellow Jeep, right? I did not get the yellow Jeep because I couldn't at that time. And lately I've been looking at a yellow Jeep for sale. And you know what? Well, let's back it up. Some of you remember January 1st, I was like, for the next 6 months, I'm going to put 25% of every single dollar I make into an investment. That's what I'm going to do. And at the end of 6 months, I am going to look at what's happened with it and see what happens. Don't think you can judge what investments are like in 6 months, but I just arbitrarily decided that's what I would do. So anyway, this morning my notification popped up to see how I feel about 25%, because that's a lot, right? That's a lot to save. That's a lot to save at any time, but particularly right now. Anyway, so there's a yellow Jeep for sale, and I've been saving this money for 6 months. And if I were to cash it out, don't worry, it's not in retirement. If I were to cash it out, I could buy this yellow Jeep, right? So you know what happened? You know what happened? Saving that money for 6 months? Here's what happened. I don't want to cash it out to have a yellow Jeep. In spite of wanting a yellow Jeep for like 26 years now. Yeah, I think 26 years. I don't want it bad enough to take dollars that are making money just by sitting there and turn them into dollars that are going into something that's depreciating. Yep, that's who I am now. Okay, enough of that. Well, not enough. You know what? Invest your money. Instead of buying something that's going to go down in value, invest your money. I don't know how many people need to say that how many ways before we get it, right? Okay, the other thing is it's time for a new Rewire project. I know what I want to accomplish, but I don't know how to turn that into a rewire. So maybe y'all can help me, because there's some stuff, some habits, some ways of being I developed in early childhood that were super unhealthy. And I do great with them when I isolate myself, when I work jobs where I don't have to see anybody and I make a ton of money, and then I can just stay in my house all the time. But that is not what life is anymore. So how do you rewire your brain to reprogram those patterns that worked for you as a child and do not work anymore? That is our mission. That is our mission to figure out. I haven't figured it out. So maybe y'all can help me with that. I think that's what I got today. That feels like there's no, it just feels very like a disjointed video, but you know what? It's the day after the 4th, so we're gonna give it a pass. You go have a good day. I'll have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.